Vivien Leigh, born Vivien Mary Hartley on November 5, 1913, grew up in a privileged Anglo-Indian household. Her father, Ernest Hartley, was a British broker, and her mother, Gertrude Yakia, had Irish and Armenian ancestry. From an early age, Leigh displayed a remarkable affinity for literature and performance, often reciting poetry and participating in school plays. She attended convent schools across Europe, including in France, Italy, and Germany, developing fluency in multiple languages and a refined, cosmopolitan poise. These formative years nurtured her elegance, discipline, and artistic sensibilities, which would become defining traits in her celebrated acting career. Early career and dramatic training. Determined to pursue the stage, Leigh enrolled at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London. Although her formal training was brief, it provided a foundation in discipline and performance techniques that informed her approach to acting. She began taking small roles in British films, gradually earning attention for a distinctive blend of fragility and intensity. Her performances hinted at a rare ability to embody complex emotions, which set her apart from contemporaries. Even in these early years, her ambition was evident. Leigh was determined not just to act, but to create performances that resonated profoundly with audiences, showcasing depth, vulnerability, and magnetic presence. Breakthrough with Gone with the Wind. Leigh's international breakthrough came in 1939 when she was cast as Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. Her selection, a relatively unknown British actress, for an iconic American Southern belle, initially sparked controversy. Yet Leigh silenced critics with a performance of breathtaking intensity and nuance. Scarlett's willfulness, charm, cunning, and tragedy were brought vividly to life, earning Leigh her first Academy Award. The role catapulted her to global stardom, transforming her into one of the most sought-after actresses of her generation. Her portrayal remains an enduring benchmark in cinematic history, cementing her reputation for the ability to inhabit emotionally complex characters with authenticity. Marriage to Herbert Holman. In 1932, at age 19, Leigh married Herbert Lee Holman, a conservative London barrister, 13 years her senior. Their marriage reflected a clash of values. Holman disapproved of the theatre, and domestic discord arose as Leigh pursued acting ambitions. Despite having a daughter, Suzanne, in 1933, Leigh felt increasingly constrained by Holman's conventional expectations. Her early departure from RADA and growing involvement in film and stage widened the emotional gap. While she loved her daughter deeply, Leigh's determination to pursue artistic success outweighed domestic obligations. The union ultimately became unsustainable, laying the groundwork for her eventual separation and signaling the challenges of balancing career ambition with personal relationships in a socially conservative era. Romance with Laurence Olivier. Leigh's life changed dramatically in 1937 when she began a passionate love affair with Laurence Olivier while filming Fire Over England. Both were married at the time, which made their romance socially scandalous. Their relationship blossomed despite initial societal and legal barriers, leading them to live together in defiance of convention. Leigh and Olivier's connection combined intense personal passion with mutual admiration for their craft. They later obtained divorces from their respective spouses, culminating in a discreet marriage on August 31st, 1940, in Santa Barbara, California. Their union was celebrated publicly as glamorous, yet behind the scenes, it would face extraordinary personal and professional pressures that tested the limits of both partners' resilience and commitment. Collaborative stage career. Together, Leigh and Olivier formed one of theatre's most celebrated partnerships. They shared the stage in Shakespearean productions, including Hamlet, Macbeth, Antony, and Cleopatra, and comedies like The School for Scandal. Their collaborations garnered critical acclaim, combining Olivier's commanding presence with Leigh's magnetic emotional depth. Audiences and critics marveled at the intensity and precision of their performances, which elevated standards for classical theatre. Yet while professional synergy was remarkable, their personal relationship was often fraught. Leigh's mental health struggles and Olivier's own pressures created a complex dynamic in which passion, artistic brilliance, and volatility coexisted, ultimately shaping both their careers and personal lives. Later, film success, Leigh's cinematic career continued to flourish beyond Gone with the Wind. In 1951, she portrayed Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire, a role mirroring her own emotional fragility and psychological struggles. Her performance earned her a second Academy Award, confirming her as one of the most accomplished actresses of her time. Leigh's work demonstrated an extraordinary ability to convey the inner turmoil of deeply complex characters, blending vulnerability with unflinching intensity. This versatility extended to both stage and screen, illustrating a rare talent for shifting seamlessly between the grandeur of classical theatre and the intimacy of cinematic storytelling, captivating audiences with every role she undertook. Health struggles and bipolar disorder. Leigh battled bipolar disorder, known in her era as manic depression, which caused severe mood swings, erratic behavior, and profound depressive episodes. These challenges strained her marriage to Olivier and complicated her professional life, often resulting in missed roles and periods of isolation. Compounding these struggles, she also contracted chronic tuberculosis in the 1940s. Despite her deteriorating health, Leigh continued performing with exceptional dedication, often concealing her suffering to maintain her professional reputation. Her ability to deliver transcendent performances amid physical and psychological pain demonstrates an extraordinary resilience and commitment to her art, underscoring the profound personal cost behind her public triumphs. Personal tragedy and miscarriage. In 1945, Leigh endured a miscarriage during the filming of Caesar and Cleopatra, an incident that triggered a deep depressive episode. The physical and emotional trauma devastated her, and she experienced intense grief and insomnia. Her behavior became erratic, sometimes frightening, as she lashed out at cast and crew members and withdrew into prolonged periods of despair. Sedation became necessary to manage her breakdowns, illustrating the harsh intersection of personal tragedy and the relentless demands of her profession. These events highlighted the vulnerability behind her on-screen brilliance, revealing the immense human struggle behind her legendary performances. Institutionalization and treatment. In response to her severe breakdowns, Olivier arranged for Leigh to be admitted to a mental institution in England. She underwent electroconvulsive therapy, a standard but harsh treatment at the time, which left lasting physical and cognitive effects. Her confinement was challenging, highlighting the limited understanding of mental illness in the mid-20th century. Though well-intentioned, these interventions often did more harm than good. Leigh's experiences reflected both the inadequacy of contemporary psychiatric care and the extraordinary personal cost of being a public figure navigating mental illness, demonstrating the complex interplay between fame, societal expectation, and health struggles. Physical and emotional legacy. Leigh's life combined extraordinary talent with profound suffering. She endured tuberculosis, miscarriages, and the psychological impact of bipolar disorder, often while maintaining a public persona of elegance and strength. Her resilience in continuing to perform despite these challenges testifies to her dedication and bravery. Even in her final film, Ship of Fools, 1965, she delivered a critically praised performance, showing that her artistic brilliance persisted despite declining health. Leigh's story remains a poignant example of the interplay between extraordinary talent and the private struggles that can accompany it, offering insight into the personal cost behind public acclaim, final years and death. Vivien Leigh's last years were marked by intermittent health crises, though she remained engaged with acting when possible. Her relationship with Jack Marivelle provided some stability and comfort, but her illnesses ultimately limited her ability to work. On the night of July 7th, 1967, she collapsed in her room and died, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and personal resilience. She was cremated at Golders Green Crematorium, and her ashes were scattered in a Sussex lake. Her life, filled with both triumph and tragedy, remains emblematic of the challenges faced by pioneering women in the performing arts. Legacy Vivien Leigh is remembered as one of the most captivating actresses of the 20th century, a figure whose artistry combined extraordinary emotional depth with technical skill. Her performances in Gone with the Wind, A Streetcar Named Desire, and countless stage productions set a standard for generations of actors. Despite her struggles with mental illness and physical ailments, Leigh's work continues to inspire admiration for its brilliance and courage. Her story illustrates the price of fame and the resilience required to pursue artistic excellence, offering a lasting testament to her talent, determination, and humanity.